We welcome everybody to the Garden State. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Today it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here, as it'll be the Seattle Seahawks taking on the New York Giants. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Mitchell now to kick off the drive. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Giants. A big play there with his 13th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Giants get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point attempt here still to come. He hasn't missed an extra point all season, and he won't miss this one either. And it's 7-0. Seahawks, nothing. Kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away. And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. Looking to put a drive together. First carry here for Ken Walker. Fights through it. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
2nd and 1. As it complete to Jackson Smith-Njigba. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down.
And the Seahawks, 1st down. A gain of 22 yards. 1st down, Seattle.
Running left is Walker. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
You talk about this Giant defense.
They come into this one ranked number 17, so just starting the bottom half of the league against the pass.
What they lack in pass defense, they do make up for in run defense. They're a top 10 unit against some people trying to move the ball on the ground. But this is a passing league, so there's the conundrum for them. How do they get better defending the pass?
And that's good for a gain of 6, and now it's 3rd and 4.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Throw out wide to Walker. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down, although it doesn't appear to be by much. He needed 4, and he got 4 on 3rd down. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want to throw body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Out route pass complete to Bellinger. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal.
First down. 1st and goal, Seattle.
Here we go, Shaq.
They're going to look to throw. Another pass complete to Bellinger. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
Hey, let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Seahawks respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own.
That's a great response here in this first quarter. And what I like about it is how they put this drive together. The other guys scored quickly to start the game, but this was smart football to not feel like you have to go out and score quickly yourself. So they worked the ball down the field, took their time, and finished with the touchdown run.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes it's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
From the 38 now, here's a 2nd and 7.
Here we go. 60-6, 79 Broncos.
Operating from the gun. Hughes. To the right side. It's caught by Mitchell. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4. You talk about this Seahawk defense. Against the pass, they're toward the middle of the league, number 15 in the NFL.
So prepping for this game, I kept asking myself the question, what's keeping this group from being top 10 in the league against the pass?
And?
Too many mistakes, especially little mistakes. And those add up into big mistakes. Big mistakes add up into points against you.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Giants 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the 1st down.
1st down, here's Mitchell. There he goes left side. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A great effort there. With his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. And the Giants have taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7.
Seahawks 7.
The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. Now, the last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
They go play action here on 1st down. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. Well, prior to that, he had hit his first 6 passes to start the game, so on a nice little run to begin.
It feels like this offense has carried its dress rehearsal into the game. You know, because you do practice it, you do go through it, and in this case, it is clicking exactly like they drew it up.
Now a give, right side. Simmons. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
But they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run it and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. They'll drop to throw. Outright to Smith-Njigba. They'll give him 4 yards there. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good. And this will stay at a 7-point game.
Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
It felt like that move deserved more than he got there. A gain of 2. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. From just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd down at 7.
Liking 18. Ready, ready.
And for one of the few times here today, this one's not going to go anywhere. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on 1st down.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Now this time he'll look to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Giants 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Zone coverage here defensively. They're going to let their tight end run a drag across the field. This is where a linebacker gets forced to pass him off. That time, the receiver gets lost a little bit, and he's able to make the catch and pick up good yardage and a 1st down.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Up the middle, here's Mitchell. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line.
The Giants at 1-2 through the first 3 weeks of the season, and they fell in the opener. Got back on the beam with a win in week 2, but stumbled again last week to fall under 500.
And despite that stumble, I don't think anyone's too concerned because they've made mistakes that they believe are correctable. And this is a team still getting to know each other. I'm not that concerned, and neither are they. Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Hold it ready.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st.
Ready.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And that is too far out in front of his
his intended target. Incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
The field goal unit's going to stay put on the sideline. They're going to go on 4th down here.
19 Tiger, 19, 18 Pioneer. Let's go.
Operating from the gun, Hughes. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ernest Jones. And the Seahawks are going to take over here up near the 40. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And the tackle there by Micah McFadden.
Nice chunk of yards on 1st down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on 2nd. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Calling a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. On 3rd down, here's Walker. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That good for 22 and a 1st down.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. It's Deonte Banks with it. And the Giants are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line.
The Giants take over 1st and 10.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
2nd and 4. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
Here we go, here we go. Cowboy 80.
Here's Hughes from the gun on 3rd down. That one taken in by Neighbors. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Davis now to return it. He gets away from one. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And it'll be Seahawk football 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Not a lot of running room there, not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they had everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
They'll come up on a 2nd and 7 from the 27.
sticking with Walker on second down. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play as we have reached the 2-minute warning. Now 3rd down and 7. They'll look to throw here. Setting up the screen here. This is Walker. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A 3rd down gain of 19.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown.
Well, it certainly looked to me like he tapped into the quarterback's thought process there. But I'm hearing more and more when I go around the league, defenders sitting in on quarterback meetings trying to learn more about how they think so they can be in the right position, to be in the right spot, as he was there, to pick that one off and take it all the way back for a touchdown.
So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty.
Harrison Davis to kick off.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. After the pick 6, they go right back to the air. And his throw is incomplete.
Now with a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity, because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
Trying the left side with Walker. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Now a 3rd and 6.
Here we go. 70 Lions.
He'll drop to throw. Left side, he finds Smith and Jigba. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Needing only a few inches. They're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Paulson Adebo. And the Giants are going to take over at their own 41.
It's a turnover on downs.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half.
Ready? Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
2nd and 5. He's going to let this one go deep. And it will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Let's go now. Cougar 19. Let's go.
From the gun on 3rd down. Hughes. He's got his target. That's complete. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
1st down. 1st and
Come on,
10
come on.
at the 42-yard line.
Panther 60, Panther 6, 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. Mustang 19.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Again, it's Johnson. And he's taken down inside the 30. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Go. Cowboys.
They'll look to throw again. That is intercepted at the goal line. There he goes, right side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, turnabout is fair play, I guess. They had a pick 6 against them earlier, and now this defense, Charles, they get a pick 6 of their own.
And for a moment, let's just set aside how it impacts the scoreboard, because how about the response? One defense gets the pick 6, the other comes back and matches it. These are 2 defenses that are planning on winning the game for their teams themselves.
And oh, it's wide right. No good. So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they'll have time for one play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission. Going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the 1st half of play. The Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Looking to put a drive together. Hands it to Walker to begin the series. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's a 2nd and 9. They'll look to throw. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. A give for Walker running right. No gain on the play there. Nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. You don't see that a ton, do you? The cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. sees that the ball's moved to the middle, and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
It'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They'll start with a run by Mitchell. They're able to break through that initial contact and winds up getting about 3 there. It's 2nd down. The ball resting on the 20. Here's 2nd and 6. Operating from the gun, Hughes. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Ernest Jones, the linebacker, with a sack.
There's a reason inside linebackers are often captains of a defense. They call the signals. They have the opportunity to affect the game in coverage, against the run, and, of course, on blitzes. Living in the best of both worlds here. Already has an interception. Now he gets to record a sack, too.
Let's go now. Cougar 19.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Crossing route catch made by Johnson. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to about the 19. And the Giants send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Returnable here for Davis. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50. 1st and 10. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. A short throw pulled in by Bellinger. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 1st down Seattle on a pickup of 13.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
Walker now on 1st and 10. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
From the 35, here's a 2nd and 8. Now back to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Horton. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And now we've got a 3rd and 4.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
3rd and 4. Looking to throw. Quick throw there is incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. That is caught. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 4th down, no problem. Just a ho-hum pickup of 14 to keep the offense on the field. So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here, 1st and 10. Straight ahead, Walker. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Kenneth Walker, a 16-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks have cut the lead back down to 2. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of a season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
Now Mike Tomlin says, let's go ahead and go for two.
The Seahawks will line up for the two-point conversion.
They'll try and throw for it. Goes right side. And he's got it. So they went ahead and went for two to tie the game, and it works out. So they go with a pass there on the two-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their two-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have two-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So a decent gain there on the play, but that all gets wiped out with a penalty.
Well, that's a setback, but all the good play callers, they just move on. They find something else in the playbook that can attack this defense, and they go right back on the offensive on this play.
A handoff from Mitchell running left. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Second and 21, a lot of ground to cover.
Deputy! Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Dragon 60.
Operating from the gun, Hughes. Pass is caught by Wan'Dale Robinson. Now a loose football. The ball comes out. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Giants. So that's about as fortuitous of a bounce as you're going to as it's scooped up and taken it. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. So possession still theirs, but now they face a third down.
Ready? Cougar.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Working the middle of the field, he's got a man complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. From the gun, a give to Mitchell. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line.
You've got to be impressed by the defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
2nd down and 8.
Come on.
On the counter, Mitchell. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
Eagle, 60 Eagle.
Operating from the gun, Hughes. And that is incomplete.
And those two just have been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And with it, they'll take the lead at 24-21.
Well, a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. And I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Man, confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Moving backwards on first down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on second down?
Well, it changes your play calls, definitely, because as a play call, you're advancing yourself thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you've got to go back in reverse, come up with something to pick up not just the yardage lost, but gain a few extra.
Sticking with Walker on second down.
Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Seahawks on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 10. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A gain of 19 and picking up the first.
The first and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Back to throw here. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
First down, Seattle.
He'll look to throw. That's complete to Turner. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and we watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
That is caught with the 7-yard line. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. A great play there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Seahawks have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. Extra point splits the uprights. And that will make this a 4-point game. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. 149 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Ready?
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
On 1st down, they go back to Mitchell. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Buffalo 18. Panther 60. Panther.
Operating from the gun. Hughes. It's caught. Mitchell. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 38-yard line. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best. He keeps him out of it where all the big boys are. You know, make someone miss in the open field.
11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
That's another Giants 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Stephanie. 70 Timberwolves.
Give running right is Mitchell. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. A great effort there. 27 yards. And the Giants answered back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead. Point after up and good. And that gives them a 3-point lead.
Giants 31, Seahawks 28.
The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. This is 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And the Giant rush gets home as down he goes. Dexter Lawrence able to bust free and get to the quarterback.
It's 2nd down.
come up now on second down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Quick slant complete to Turner. And he'll be taken down after a pickup of about 7 as the clock will stop here for the 2-minute warning. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. Well, the crowd here at MetLife Stadium in full roar. Third down. They'll look to throw here. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. He'll look to throw. Throw out wide to Walker. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
They come up now on 2nd and 2. He's back to throw. We'll get back to Charbonnet. Nothing open downfield. They went underneath.
Yeah, see if you can get it to your running back. See if you can make someone miss in the open field.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Here's first down. On the give, it's Walker. Clock's under a minute. Still plenty of time under that all 3 timeout.
That means they have plenty of options in their play calling and where they target on the field. They can throw it downfield, maybe even in the middle, and use their timeouts.
Clock under 50 seconds to play. Here's second down. Back to throw. Bellinger hauls it in out left side. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2.
First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
2 timeouts still available in this final minute. It's 1st and 10 now. They'll look to throw. Left side, he finds Smith and Jigba. Even with that broken tackle, he'll be run down short of the 15.
Bottom line, 2-yard gain's just not going to cut in this situation. You've got to move the ball downfield in order to have a chance.
Defense will give him that the rest of the way. Back to throw. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. This will be caught just inside the 10. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Here we go, 1st and goal. Here's Walker. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
Here we go. Go.
And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages. Point after here coming up. And it would appear they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone. So this ball will come out to the 30 now. Here's 1st and 10.
Let's go. 70 Timberwolves.
Throwing to start the drive. Hughes. He's going to let it fly. And that one nearly intercepted. That would have sealed it. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. So after all of this, it comes down to one final play.
And just think of what it's going to be, because from this distance, you've got to be prepared for everything. Hook and laterals, tip balls, you name it. A lot of laterals after a catch. Just got to be prepared, stay on your feet defensively, and tackle someone.
So they'll quickly now signal for the timeout. And it's definitely not looking good, but at least they'll have one final play to hope for that miracle and get them in the end zone. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. And a fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield.